Welcome back everyone to Mega Man 8. Now, before continuing on to the next stage, let's do a pit stop at Dr. Light's lab, being welcomed here by Roll. And this is where we're gonna buy our parts for our upgrade. The first I'm gonna buy is the shooting part, which is gonna give me 5 bullets on screen compared to the usual 3. Now, it might seem like a worthless upgrade, but this basically means you're gonna be a machine gun all the time. Hi Frostman, first new robot master for the stage. Yeah, basically every 5 shots on screen is basically something that will never actually happen. Like I said, usually it's just 3 shots and you're done, but when you have 5 shots, you're basically constantly shooting. It becomes kind of like the gun in Metal Slug. I'm not kidding, the rate of fire with just those 2 bullets more, it's really damn nice. And of all the power-ups, I think this is one of the better ones. There is one upgrade that will remove knockback entirely in case you get hit in midair. I'm not gonna buy it. And another one that was basically gonna give you more life, and the energy balancer is probably the weakest, but we'll get to that later. Now we're gonna go into one of the most infamous parts of Mega Man 8, this snowboard side-scroller, or whatever we're gonna call this thing. The stage is gonna move automatically, and you have the prompt over there that will say jump jump or slide slide, depending on the action that you need to do in order to just survive and not dying. This is the easiest part because the game is going very slowly. Sometimes you're gonna throw enemies at you and all, and these blockades that is the reason why you must always shoot in front of you in these stages. And yeah, this part is something that might give trouble to some. Now, here is very slow, but later, now you see, now it's starting to becoming faster, and later it's gonna be even faster. Yeah, oh my god. There are many instances where you get the prompt to jump, and you basically gotta absolutely eat your own input, or not jump in time. It's gonna be an absolute pain in the ass. It's probably one of the worst ways of actually dying in this godforsaken stage. But yeah, once you're done with this, you basically move on. And now, one thing in particular with these stages, you see we get basically a checkpoint midway through. For some reason, the stages here, just like in Mega Man 4 and X4 and X5, are basically broken down in 2 parts. And this is absolutely important for weapon consumption, because whenever you press the checkpoint, not only your life, but also all your weapon energy gets refilled. Which is amazing, honestly. It's a great addition to the gameplay, because it basically gives you an opportunity to just go ham with all the weapons and not be worried about weapon consumption at all. It took me way too much life, but I managed to finally get that freaking bolt. I'm gonna be very, very, very stubborn with the bolts that I actually see. And as you can see now, this bolt is another one that we may be able to actually collect, but we cannot melt the ice just yet. So for now, we're just gonna have to sit here and take it. Move on and ignore this freaking thing. Yeah, that was the grenade bomb. The grenade bomb lingers forever. It's like the charge shot in X4. You basically just leave the residue and do a freak load of damage. You see, one shot has taken care of these whale carriers over here. It's very easy to abuse. See? Bam! And this is another thing that I actually really like that Mega Man 8 introduced. You see, sometimes I basically have the weapon equipped, but I'm still shooting with the normal gun. You see here. Basically, we have a secondary weapon button. We get the normal Buster Shot with square, and I think it's either circle or triangle. It depends on how you decide to map it. But basically, with the secondary weapon shot, you can use your special weapon. And this is honestly really good. It's something that I don't get why wasn't in the Mega Man 7. Because you see, I understand on the NES you only have 2 buttons, but here we have 4, so yeah, let's get some use out of it. You basically, if you want to keep your favorite weapon equipped, you can basically do it, like I am doing right now. I have the grenade set and ready to go on occasion for whenever I need it, and then I can just shoot normally without having to worry. But yeah, this game is honestly great for just going ham with the weapons, and damn it! Yeah, this is the moment where the side-scroller starts to becoming really fast. You have to be on point to react, and I do remember, I don't know if it was the Mega Man Anniversary Collection on the PS2 or what, but there was a version of Mega Man 8 that had terrible input lag and made this section a hell of a lot more difficult for those who were playing it. I don't remember exactly what it was, damn it again, right now, but yeah. This is not even the hardest section of this that we're gonna get in this game. There is an even worse section later on. And yeah, jump, slide is gonna be something that will be engraved into your freaking brain. This kind of became a meme for this game. Hey, finally I managed to get that freaking bolt. What I think that I hate the most about these auto-scroller sections, they put the bolts to collect in the most dumbass places possible, where you can't even see whatever the hell they are, and you just either collect them or die trying. But yeah, once that is done, we are basically at the tail end of the stage, and now we have a big boss to face, and big is the correct word, because look at this absolute unit here. It's a basically living roboticized igloo here. I love Frostman's design. It's so big and imposing. While the fight is not that hard, honestly, he can get stunned very easily by the super grenade after a while. But this fight, I like the framing of this guy. Very imposing, but as you can see with the super grenade, you can basically get it done rather quickly. And with that, the second stage of the game is done. There we go. I hate that Grenade Man and Frostman basically have the same color scheme. It's the same colors, but the one for Grenade Man are slightly darker. And then we move on to Tengu Man. Honestly, one of the best designs in this game. I freaking love Tengu Man's design. This gigantic fan that he carries, the extendable nose, because of course he's a Tengu, he needs to have a very long nose. And this stage is another very peculiar thing that we're gonna see in a bit. Mega Man 8 really does wonders with experimenting a lot with gimmicks. Just like Mega Man 5, it tries to push the series a bit forward in what you can do here, especially because I feel they were trying to find more of an identity for the classic series after X came out. And I'm trying to get as much height as possible in order to reach that freaking bolt. This is one of the reasons why I don't like having these collectibles put there. They're fun, try to find a way to collect them, but they can also become quite freaking stubborn about collecting them. Which you're gonna see. There are some stages where they put it in the worst possible ways. Very, very annoyingly. Yeah, all the leaves that you see are not for decoration. There is wind in the stage. You are constantly being pushed slightly forward here, so be careful whenever you decide to go in the other direction. If you decide to backtrack a bit, you are gonna meet some wind resistance. Yeah, this is the section I was talking about. We get a shooter section. We have Rush Jet going along, and we collect new power-ups. We have a rush power-up that will give us a spread shot for going forward. We're gonna have a duo power-up, a beat power-up, and an anti power-up. When you are fully equipped, you are basically a walking machine of destruction. I kinda like this, but I wish they would give it was slightly bit faster, and they will give you upgrades a bit quicker. And I love that you can also use your weapons for for this section. Yeah, I'm not that good. This is basically a genre that has always given me trouble. The side scroller shooter like this, I have always been pretty terrible at it. Even if this one in Mega Man 8 aren't all that hard, honestly, it's very simple stuff. As you can see, I kinda got myself blown up before. But yeah, as you can see, I kinda want to to have more weapons to basically dish out. I know that Mega Man has his arsenal, but I love Duo with his freaking bazooka there. Yeah, this is amazing. Like, the amount of sprites and the complicated animation that it is on screen. This game is a freaking marvel to look at. I'm gonna be gushing about the visuals for basically the rest of this damn game. I'm gonna be a freaking broken record, but I hate that doing the 32-bit era. We could have had a lot more games looking like this, and instead we were so fixated on 3D graphics here, 3D graphics there. For games that, let's just say, not every 3D game can be Vagrant Story. let's just put it like that. As much as I like some old low-poly graphics, like there are stuff like Mega Man Legends and Samurai. Brave Fencer Musashi, I think, is also a very nice-looking game. Most of the games have aged quite poorly, unfortunately. While you can see the 2D games were thriving. We got stuff like this, stuff like, I mean, Symphony of the Night has some 3D, but still gorgeous 2D sprites. What else? Street Fighter 3. My god. It really makes you wonder what could have been if we kept embracing the 2D. Now, there is a bolt right over there. You can see it by, if you pay close attention, there was the icon for the bolt, but I have no idea what the hell you need to do in order to unlock the place where it's been kept prisoner. So yeah, this is one of the various bolts that I had to skip. I have never been I've never looked how to basically collect all of them. If you want to go right ahead, unfortunately, that would also require to do all the stages multiple times, and it's something that I'm not really fond about doing. With Mega Man, if I could, I just want to do the stage once and be done with it. Now be careful with this bubble over here. It may not look like it, but it has momentum, so you have to slightly tap forward and backward with the D-pad. Don't be too pushy with it. Try to dose yourself, otherwise you're gonna be bounced all over the place. And with these spikes over here, I don't think they instant kill you, these spikes, but still, you don't want to fall down and have to go all over the stage again. You can see, you can really feel the propulsion of the wind in this section. No, yeah, the resistance is wild. I was so scared about falling down the pit over there. But yeah, thankfully, for most of the time, you just have to go forward, and there are more than enough platforms to basically catch you on the way. I like this stage, honestly. I cannot say the same about the boss. I didn't say I love it, but also hate it, because Tengu Man can be quite difficult if you're not careful. I love this pose with with the long nose over there. Now, what do you need to do against him? Avoid the tornado hold, otherwise, yeah, you see, a quarter of your life is gonna be over. But this is one of the few stages that basically has an arena, and he will, if you get caught in his wind, this is what happens. You have to be very careful and very patient. With him is very much a work of pattern recognition. And we don't also have many items right now. We're gonna get an item to basically refill our health, but since we don't really have energy tank in this game, you really need to be good at dodging. You have to absolutely learn the enemy patterns and be good at this game. There is no shortcut with the energy tanks, no safety nets. The only way to do it is to freaking do it. Now, the problem with this weakness, the ice only goes on the floor, so the only way when you have to basically use this weakness against him is when he decides to basically calm down and sit on the floor for a while, which is when he does this wipe attack, when you can jump, then he lands on the ground and you go right with the ice attack. It's very fast and it will get him to stay on the ground for a while, and then you just unload with your Buster Shot. It's basically, the randomness is what makes this fight difficult, coupled with the fact that the gust of winds can basically propel you off the arena. It's gonna be quite a challenge with Tengu, man, but once it's done, we get one of the better weapons of the game, especially for also exploration, the Tornado Hold, as he would call it. But yeah, we got 3 Robot Busters down, 1 left for now. We'll see each other in the next video. I am Markus, take care of yourself everyone, and have a very nice day.